Hello, welcome back to our YouTube channel ADC Max. We know integration by parts, isn't it? The extension of the generalization of the by parts formula is generalized Bernoulli's formula. Integral uv dx is equal to uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3 minus u triple dash v4 plus etc up to infinity. So just differentiate u first time, second time, third time, successive differentiation. v1, v2, v3, v4 are called the integral values of v. This formula is applicable only when among the product of two functions, any one must be polynomial, then that should be considered as u. Got it? Let us see some problems with the help of the generalized Bernoulli formula, how we are going to evaluate it. Let us see that my question is here, evaluate integral 0 to 2 pi x squared cos 3x dx. For example, I am considering 0 to 2 pi x squared cos 3x dx. So this is a product of two functions, one is trigonometric and the one is polynomial. So I can choose that x squared is my u and cos 3x is my p. Got it? Let us find out what are the derivatives of x squared. So x squared, so u dash is equal to 2x, u double dash is equal to 2, u triple dash becomes 0. You see that? The polynomial degree will decide how long the formula is going. So it's a second degree polynomial. Let us go up to second derivative, that is u double dash, up to the u double dash. Let us see the formula. What is u double dash into v3? What about next value? U triple dash 0. So this formula becomes an n. That's it. Got it? Now what about v1, v2? So as we know that v is equal to cos 3x. What about v1? v1 is equal to integral v dx. Integral cos 3x dx. What is integral cos 3x dx? Is equal to sin 3x by 3. What about v2? v2 is integral v1 dx. Integrate this with respect to x once again. Sin integration minus cos 3x by 3. Already 1 3 was there, so it is 3 square. So second time integration we get 3 square. Third time integration we get 3 power 3 in the denominator. Continue like that. Because integration is increasing function. Differentiation is a diminishing function. Right? So what is the v3 now? v3 is equal to integral v2 dx. Once again integrate this with respect to x. Cos 6 integration is sin only, so minus retained there, so minus 3x by 3. Already 1 3 square is there, so now this becomes 3 power 3. What about v4? v4 is integral v3 dx. So sin becomes minus cos, so this minus and minus becomes plus cos 3x by 3 to the power 4. So continue like that. But I don't want the higher order terms, because when I am going to use the Bernoulli formula, I am going to write the product of derivatives and the integral values. Let us start the u into v1 minus u dash into v2 plus u double dash into v3 minus u triple dash into v4. So what happened? U triple dash 0. So 0 and anything 0. So this formula comes an end. That's it. Got it? Let us apply this formula into this problem. The left hand side is u is equal to x squared, v equal to cos 3x. So this is equal to right hand side. The right hand side? What's right hand side? U is equal to x squared. What about v1? v1 is sin 3x by 3. Minus, formula minus, x squared differentiation is 2x. Integral of sin 3x is minus cos 3x by 3 square, because I told you that 3 can be repeated one more time when we go for the integration every time. One time is included. Plus, formula plus minus plus alternatively. Again differentiate 2x, we get this 2. Again integrate this one, I am getting that cos becomes integration is plus sign only. So minus sine 3x by 3 power 3. With the limit x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2 pi. Got it? Once I repeat this, this is my u, this is my v1, this is my u dash, this is my v2, this is my u double dash, that is u double dash, this is my v3. So this is the right hand side of the generalized Bernoulli formula. I am not going to proceed furthermore because of 2 is a constant term. Once we differentiate the constant, we get 0. 0 into v4 is 0. So that's why I can stop this procedure. That's it. Right? Now, always my idea is to make or minimize the simplification part. If you unnecessarily prolong the terms, it will make you confused. If you see that 1, 2, 3, 3 terms are there. When you are going to apply the upper limit, you get 3 limits, 3 terms. The lower limit, you get 3 limits, so 3 terms. 3 plus 3, you get 6. So it makes you more confused. So before going to apply the limits, what I suggest always, what is the upper limit, ma? X is 2 pi. What are the terms we have? Sin 3x, cos 3x. Let us find out. What is sine of 3x at x equal to 2 pi? The upper limit value is equal to sine of 6 pi. What is sine 6 pi? 0, because multiples of pi under sine function is 0. What about the cos 3x? At x equal to 2 pi, cos 2 pi is cos 6 pi. Cos 6 pi. 6 is the even number. Multiples of pi under the cosine function is minus 1 whole power n. If n is even, plus 1. If n is odd, is minus 1. Now in this case, n is equal to 6 even, so it is plus 1. Got it? Finally, what is the limit for the lower limit for x? 0. When I substitute x is equal to 0, sine of 3 into 0 is equal to sine 0 is equal to 0. Similarly, for cos 3x, substitute x equal to 0, we get it is cos 0. 1. So, my suggestion is always better, before going to apply the limits, find the limit values separately, roughly. From this, what I conclude that sine 3 into 2 pi, there is the upper limit of sine as well as the lower limit of sine, both are equal to 0. So, the term is naturally vanishes. That both the terms become 0. So, let us see that among the 1, 2, 3, first term and the third terms are naturally become 0. So, no need to substitute the limits for these 2 terms. Just omit those terms. It is not meaning of cancellation. It is automatically 0. So, we omit those terms. So, after this first and the third term, still we have the middle term. What's the middle term here? Minus 2x into minus cos 3x by 3 square. So, before going to apply the limits, the best idea is bringing out all the unnecessary terms. There is a constant term outside the variable term. So, here 2 is a constant. So, 2 minus or minus plus 3 square is 9. So, let them bring outside. So, the rest is x into cos 3x. And x is equal to 0 to x is equal to 2 pi is equal to 2 by 9. Now, substitute x is equal to 2 pi. This is 2 pi. Got it? What about cos of 3 into 2 pi? Cos of 3 into 2 pi is cos 6 pi. It is 1. Got it? Minus the lower limit. X equal to 0. 0 and anything 0. So, I close this one. So, what is the answer now? Once I repeat that, upper limit is x equal to 2 pi. 2 pi into cos of 3 into 2 pi is cos 6 pi. Cos 6 pi value is plus 1. So, 1 into 2 pi is 2 pi. The lower limit is 0. 0 and anything is 0. So, it is 0. So, 2 pi to 2 pi is 4 pi. So, 4 pi by 9 is the answer. So, only 3 steps is more than enough to get the integral value by using the generalized Bernoulli formula. Generalized Bernoulli formula. But these things are very, very important. This is the differentiation terms, this is the integral values, and the basic results. That is the trigonometric values for the various values of x. Once if you are familiar with these things, you may easily get the answer within 3 steps. First step, as per the formula format, order uv1 minus u dash v2 plus u double dash v3, etc. Second step, applying the limits. Before going to apply the limits, find the limit values. Once we found that someone is not necessary, just remove it, omit those values, neglect those values. Then the rest one we can write. Then substitute the third one, the limit value, we get the answer. So 3 steps only. I think you may understand the problems under the generalized Bernoulli formula. Let us see some more problems with the help of the generalized Bernoulli formula. Thank you so much.